Most people believe that having one or two bank accounts is all they need to be financially secure, but this is one of the biggest traps that keeps people stuck in the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle. A regular checking account or savings account might feel safe, but in reality, these accounts alone often guarantee that your money will lose value to inflation year after year. The wealthy know something most people don't. They organize their money into multiple accounts, each serving a very specific purpose, so that every dollar is working harder than they are. Imagine the difference between leaving your paycheck to sit idly in a checking account versus directing it into accounts that grow, protect, and multiply it. That difference, over 10, 20, or 30 years, is often the difference between financial struggle and millionaire status. This video is going to walk you step by step through the 6 accounts that you absolutely need if you're serious about building real wealth. These aren't gimmicks or complicated hacks. They are practical accounts anyone can set up with a few clicks. But here's the truth. Having the accounts is not enough. Using them correctly is what separates the wealthy from the rest. Before we dive in, let me ask you this. How many accounts do you currently use to manage your money? Just 1, maybe 2, or do you already have more? Drop your number in the comments, because I think you'll be shocked to learn just how much more intentional wealthy people are when it comes to managing their money. A taxable brokerage account is the first essential account you need because it gives you the ability to invest freely without restrictions on how much you can put in. Unlike retirement accounts such as 401ks or IRAs, which have annual contribution caps, a brokerage account allows you to invest as much as you want and withdraw whenever you choose. This flexibility makes it the perfect tool for both short-term goals and long-term wealth building. For example, if you're in your 20s or 30s, you still have decades before retirement. But during that time, you'll face major expenses like buying a home, paying for a wedding, or starting a family. A brokerage account allows you to invest and grow your money while keeping it accessible for these life milestones. The second reason this account is so powerful is that it is the main gateway to financial independence. Movements like FIRE, financial independence, retire early, wouldn't be possible without it. People who retire in their 30s or 40s do so by aggressively saving and investing through taxable brokerage accounts, letting compounding returns work in their favor long before traditional retirement age. When setting up this account, choose a provider with low fees, strong customer service, and simple money transfers. Vanguard, Fidelity, and Charles Schwab are popular in the U.S., but research local options if you're abroad. The key is consistency. Contribute regularly, even in small amounts, and diversify across index funds, ETFs, and individual stocks. Over time, this account becomes the engine that drives your path to financial freedom. The Health Savings Account, or HSA, is one of the most underrated tools in wealth building. Most people only think of it as a medical expense fund, but it is actually one of the most powerful investment accounts available because of its triple tax advantage. Contributions are tax-deductible, meaning you pay less in taxes the year you contribute. The money inside grows tax-free, unlike taxable brokerage accounts where gains are subject to capital gains taxes. And withdrawals for qualified medical expenses are also tax-free. That's 3 separate tax breaks, making this account even more tax-advantaged than most retirement accounts. When used correctly, it's not just a medical safety net, it's an additional retirement tool. Here's why this account is so valuable. Medical expenses are unavoidable. Whether it's something simple like glasses, braces, or prescriptions, or larger costs like childbirth or surgeries, everyone will face health-related expenses. By using an HSA, you're covering those inevitable costs with pre-tax dollars, essentially getting a discount on healthcare. Even better, after age 65, you can use the money for anything, not just medical expenses, without penalties, though withdrawals will be taxed like traditional retirement funds. Imagine contributing the maximum every year, investing it in index funds, and letting compounding do the work. Over 3 decades, you could grow your HSA into hundreds of thousands of dollars, which could be used in retirement for health expenses or even for travel, housing, or passing down wealth. If your employer offers HSA contributions, that's free money you should never leave behind. A high-yield savings account is where you should keep your emergency fund and short-term savings, and the reason is simple. Traditional banks rob you of growth. Most major banks pay less than 1% interest, while inflation erodes the value of your money at 2 to 3% every year. That means money sitting in a regular savings account is quietly losing purchasing power. A HSA, typically offered by online banks like Ally, Marcus by Goldman Sachs, or SoFi, can pay 4 to 5% interest, a massive difference over time. And because they are FDIC insured, your money is just as safe as it would be at a brick-and-mortar bank. The beauty of an HSA is that it gives your emergency fund or savings for major expenses a chance to grow while still being fully liquid. Life is unpredictable. You might face car repairs, medical bills, or sudden job loss. Having 3 to 6 months of expenses in a HYSA ensures you're prepared without losing value to inflation. Beyond emergencies, you can also use this account to save for big goals like vacations, home renovations, or even preparing for a new baby. Automation makes it effortless. Set up recurring transfers from your checking account and watch your savings grow without thought. This is a simple, low-risk step that puts you ahead of most people, since studies show only about 1 in 5 Americans even use high-yield savings accounts. The 401k is one of the most important retirement tools available to employees in the U.S. It allows you to contribute pre-tax income, reducing your taxable income today while letting your money grow tax-deferred for decades. When you withdraw it in retirement, you pay income taxes. But by then, most people are in a lower tax bracket, meaning they save thousands compared to paying taxes up front. Even more powerful is the employer match. If your company offers a match, whether 3%, 5%, or more, it's essentially free money. Not contributing, at least up to the match, is leaving money on the table. Unfortunately, many people set up their 401k once and then forget about it, never checking how their investments are allocated or whether they're growing effectively. This is a mistake. The younger you are, the more aggressive your investments can be, leaning into stocks and index funds to maximize growth. As you get closer to retirement, shifting gradually into safer assets like bonds reduces risk. With decades of compounding, maxing out your 401k can lead to millions by retirement. Think of it this way. Would you rather sacrifice a small portion of your paycheck today or be forced to work at 70 because you didn't plan ahead? A 401k gives you the freedom to choose the first option. While a 401k gives you tax advantages today, a Roth IRA gives you tax advantages tomorrow. With this account, you contribute after-tax dollars, meaning you don't get a tax break now, but your withdrawals in retirement are 100% tax-free. That means decades of growth, compounding, and investment returns come to you without the IRS taking another bite. The Roth IRA also allows you to withdraw your contributions, not earnings, at any time, penalty-free, making it more flexible than a 401k. Contribution limits are smaller, $7,000 annually for most people, or $8,000 if you're over 50, but that's manageable for many households. Over time, this account builds a tax-free pool of retirement money that complements your taxable accounts and 401k. Imagine having both streams of income, one taxable and one tax-free, giving you more control over your retirement lifestyle. The Roth IRA is about balance and long-term strategy, and it's one of the clearest ways to reduce your lifetime tax burden. Ask yourself this: if you could take out money in retirement without paying the IRS another cent, how much peace of mind would that give you? That's exactly what a Roth IRA provides. Almost everyone has a checking account, but almost everyone uses it incorrectly. It's the account where paychecks land, bills get paid, and debit cards are linked. But here's the trap. People let too much money sit in their checking account, thinking it's safe. In reality, checking accounts usually pay close to zero interest. The national average is around 0.07%. Meanwhile, inflation quietly eats away at your balance. If you're holding $10,000 in your checking account, you're effectively losing over $200 in value every year to inflation. The smart way to use a checking account is as a hub, not a storage container. Keep just enough for your monthly expenses and automate transfers to all your other accounts: brokerage, HYSA, Roth IRA, HSA, and 401k. This ensures every dollar is assigned a purpose and is either growing, saving, or earning. The illusion of safety in seeing a big balance is dangerous because it lulls you into thinking you're financially secure while your money is quietly shrinking in value. Instead, think of your checking account as a transit station. Money flows in, gets directed to the right destinations, and only the essentials stay behind. So here's the big takeaway. Building wealth isn't about one magical account or one-time windfall. It's about using the right accounts consistently and intentionally over time. The 6 accounts we've discussed, a taxable brokerage account, HSA, HYSA, 401k, Roth IRA, and checking account form the foundation of a millionaire's financial system. Each account plays a role, and together they ensure your money isn't just sitting there, it's working for you day and night. Here's my challenge to you. Don't just watch this and move on. Look at your own finances today and identify which of these accounts you already have. Then, commit to opening at least one of the accounts you're missing within the next week. Wealthy people don't wait for the perfect time. They take action early and let compounding do the rest. And now, I want to hear from you. How many of these 6 accounts do you already have? 1, 3, or all 6? Drop your number in the comments so we can see how many of our rich friends are truly on track to millionaire status. If you found this video valuable, hit like, subscribe to the channel, and check out the next video where I'll show you how to cut unnecessary expenses and maximize your margin so you can fund these accounts even faster. Stay focused, stay intentional, and stay wealthy.